Okay, here are some quick instructions for your plant selection worksheet. I've got it on the screen in front of you, and you can find it on Google Classroom. But you're going to take those catalogs that you took home from class on the last day of school, and you are going to pick out some plants that you might want to use in your landscape design. Keep in mind that you're going to pick out way more plants than what you actually are going to use in your design. Okay, but this is one step in the process, and this is one assignment that you'll turn in. So you've got a couple different catalogs, and I didn't bring them home, unfortunately, so I'm kind of working off from my memory here. But one of the catalogs is trees and shrubs, I believe. So when you look in that catalog, along either the side or the top of each page, there should be kind of a color code that fits or goes along with these categories. So you'll see a color-coded set of pages for ornamental or specimen trees. So for this first table here, right up here, you want to pick trees that come out of that section of the catalog. You're going to put the name of the tree in here. Make sure you include like the variety or cultivar of the tree. So a lot of times it might say like sugar maple, but in the paragraph underneath it, it's going to give specific kinds of sugar maple trees like autumn blaze. You should put that sugar maple, autumn blaze all here in this line. Then you're going to give the height and the width. Now you should look back in the front, like the inside front cover, there's a little bit of a key that tells you what all of the different symbols mean in your catalog, but I believe it's height times width. When you see numbers like 10x 25, that would mean 10 feet tall, 25 feet wide, but double check that in the inside cover of your catalog. You're also going to put the light requirement. Is this a plant that needs full sun, part sun, or shade? So put that here. For your ornamental and specimen trees, all of them are going to be deciduous trees, so I filled that in for you. And then you're going to want to put the color of the plant or the flowers. That's going to be important later when you actually make your design because you're going to have to color the different circles that you put in there. So if it's a tree, you're probably just going to put green here, unless the tree blossoms at some point in the year and has like white flowers or orange flowers, then you'd want to put that color here. Okay, so then you're going to find the shade tree deciduous section of your catalog, and you're going to include those things. You pick out 5 trees that you'd want to include in your design. Okay, shrubs are the next section. One thing you want to do here is try to have a mixture of deciduous and evergreen trees. So as you're going through the catalog, you might want to pick out a few shrubs that are deciduous and then pick out a few that are evergreens. We're going to talk about that in the coming weeks. I've got a guest speaker that's going to teach you a little bit about identifying evergreens or conifers. But deciduous trees are trees that lose their leaves in the fall every single year. Evergreens or conifers don't have leaves, they have needles, and they keep them year round. Okay, so that's the major difference. Why do you think you'd want to have a mixture of deciduous and evergreen shrubs in your landscape design? Okay, your thoughts should be along the lines that you want season long interest. You want there to be something to look at in the winter as well as in the summer. And so having those evergreens in there gives you that. Then you're going to switch to the other catalog that I sent home that's on perennials. Perennials are plants that live year after year after year. Okay, this would be like you might have hostas around your house, those big green bushy plants, or daylilies or something like that. They're flowers that come back every single year, and you don't have to replant them. So you'll find that catalog, go through the list, and pick out the same thing that we did before. So for the perennial section, you want to do the same thing. So if I pick out a daylily, I'm going to put daylily in the name column, but I'm also going to put, orange glow behind it or whatever the specific name of the daylily is that I picked out. Put the height and the width here, the light requirement, and then the color of the flowers. That's going to be more important with perennials because most of these flower at some point during the year. Okay, so you're going to go through and fill out all of this and upload it to Google Classroom. Your next step then is going to be to start your landscape design. I'll post a short video showing you what the layout of the house is going to look like and kind of help you get started with that project.